My coworker said, "You only got promoted because the boss likes to look at you." When I got promoted to senior analyst, my coworker Gary told our entire team I only got it because our boss liked having something pretty to look at. He said she probably interviewed on her knees, then laughed like it was a joke. Everyone went silent. I felt my face burn. For 2 years, he undermined every project I led. Wear that dress to the client meeting. Some women have brains, others have other talents. HR dismissed my complaint, said I misunderstood. Our boss never witnessed it. 3 months ago, my boss assigned me to audit Gary's accounts after the client complained about losses. He didn't know Gary had been hiding the real numbers. That's when I discovered he'd been falsifying performance metrics. 8 million in hidden losses over 6 quarters. My hands shook reading those numbers. He'd been promoted twice while hiding these failures. I could have reported it immediately, but then I heard him telling our boss I was struggling with basic math. That changed everything. I started tracking everything carefully. Every piece of fraud Gary had committed, built an airtight case. Meanwhile, Gary escalated his attacks. He started checking my work publicly, pretending to find errors that didn't exist. He'd say loudly, "Let me help you with this basic formula." Other colleagues started believing I really was incompetent. I wanted to scream the truth, but kept quiet. After 6 weeks of investigating, Gary almost caught me, found me analyzing his account histories. He snapped, "That's confidential." My heart pounded, but I calmly showed him my boss's email asking me to audit his accounts. He couldn't argue, but started monitoring my computer activity. Told people I was snooping where I didn't belong. 2 weeks later, the client threatened to leave us entirely. They discovered 3 million in unexpected losses. Gary convinced our boss to let him handle the emergency presentation alone, saying I lacked experience for crisis management. The meeting would include our C-suite executives and the client's leadership team. Gary's arrogance grew unbearable. He openly told people I'd be demoted after his presentation succeeded. Started calling me the boss's decoration in emails, always as a joke. I felt sick every morning coming to work. I kept building my case, cross-referenced every number, found proof Gary had been manipulating data since before I was even hired. He'd cost the company millions while getting promoted for fake success. 3 days before the presentation, Gary sent me his slides to make pretty, since our boss required me to attend as note-taker. His plan was to blame market conditions and junior staff for the losses. He was throwing his entire team under the bus, including me by name, for computational errors I'd never made. I stared at my name on his slide, blamed for his lies. I had everything ready, but would I get to present it? Gary had told our boss I was just there to assist with setup. My stomach churned, thinking I might not get to speak. This was my only chance to expose him. Gary presented to 50 executives and the client's leadership team. 20 minutes in, he blamed me by name for miscalculations. The CEO cut him off. "Show us." Gary fumbled. "They're technical. We'll understand." Gary pulled up fake numbers. I recognized them immediately. He'd altered my correct work to look wrong. My pulse raced. Our boss looked panicked. "Anyone have additional insights?" I stood before Gary could object. "I have the original calculations." I connected my laptop. First slide. Gary's presented numbers versus actual losses. 8 million hidden over 6 quarters. Gasps filled the room. These aren't market problems. Next slide. Email proof of Gary falsifying reports. Gary has been lying about performance while collecting bonuses for fake success. Gary jumped up. "She's trying to sabotage me." The CEO told him, "Sit down. Continue." I showed every buried complaint, every manipulated metric, every promotion Gary earned through deception. Then I presented my recovery strategy. "We can recover 6 million within a year if we're honest about what happened." Silence. Then the CEO spoke. "Gary, you're terminated. Security will escort you out." He turned to me. "You'll run this account immediately." Our boss finally understood. "You knew?" 3 months. I wanted to be thorough. Security arrived within minutes. Gary tried arguing, but the evidence was overwhelming. As they escorted him past the glass conference room, he stopped and stared at me. He mouthed, "You set me up." I held up his email where he'd called me the boss's decoration and blamed me for his errors. Our boss promoted me to his position that afternoon, with his salary and his team. The last thing Gary saw before the elevator doors closed was the CEO shaking my hand while everyone applauded. After 2 years of hell, I'd finally won.